Right now at 5, an urgent search for an 18-year-old tied to a Marietta sex trafficking ring. 3 others are already in custody. And tonight, police say they believe there could be more victims out there. Atlanta News First reporter Chelsea Bimfor is live at the Marietta Police Department. And Chelsea, this has been a months-long investigation.
Yeah, Marietta police tell us that a routine call about possible squatters inside of an apartment complex turned into a sex trafficking investigation. Back in May, a maintenance crew found 2 teenage girls, 2 teenage boys, and a juvenile asleep inside a vacant apartment at the Veritas Apartments on Franklin Gateway. They called 911 to report it, but when police arrived, they noticed that the girls were under the influence of some sort of substance and needed medical attention. Police then learned the young girls had allegedly been forced to have sex for money inside the apartment. Police have made 3 arrests so far, but are still looking for this man. We do have a photo of him, 18-year-old Jaden Mitchell.
It is our belief that there could be additional victims as well as possibly other suspects. But again, what we really need the public's help with today is finding this one individual that we are positive already has a warrant for his arrest so that he can be held accountable and protect the community from him victimizing other women.
Now, Mitchell is facing burglary and trafficking charges. If you know where he might be, please contact police. Police also tell us they believe there could be more victims and more suspects tied to this case. Reporting live from the Marietta Police Department, Chelsea Bimfor, Atlanta News First.